Hey guys, Board Game of Education video here. Time to Fail Road Express about games, RPGs, LCGs, HGTVs. We're the Property Brothers, and there's a third one. He's a growth.
So yeah, we're gonna take this video to talk about the different types of games you can play on a tabletop, not just board games.
Josh, I see a lot of stuff out here. What's all this stuff, Josh?
Well,
tell me about the stuff.
It's like Christopher
Don't point
said.
a toe out, Josh. I want you to tell me about the stuff.
But, well, let's start off with RPGs, okay?
So, one of the types of tabletop games, or one of the types of games that can be played on a tabletop that is not officially a tabletop game, is a role-playing game. We've got Pathfinder here as an example. Uses the D20 system. It's based off of Dungeons & Dragons by Wizard of the Coast. So it's called the D20 system because you use a 20-sided die to make most of your rolls. Okay, so what are some of the things that are iconic about an RPG?
Like, for instance, I don't see a board. Where does all the action take place?
It's in your mind. Okay, no, but seriously, RPGs focus a lot on the imagination of the players and the dungeon master or game master or whatever master it is.
And this isn't the only book. This is just the core rule book.
Yeah, just for the player's manual, you've got, again, for Pathfinder, D&D, you've got your Dungeon Master's Guide, you've got your Monster Manual, and you have a variety of other supplements that you can pull from that add things that just builds on top of it. The world is as big as you want to make it. Plus, you don't have to even follow this.
Yeah.
Make up your own rules. You can do that.
But it's all about building a character, telling a story, not just about going from one fight to the next or about conquering worlds.
Although many campaigns do devolve into murder hobos.
Yeah. Typically, an RPG will involve a group of friends coming back and playing the same game or campaign for a number of months.
Indeed. In fact, I've even played the same campaign for over a year. And as long as the story is still good, as long as your dungeon master who controls the game is keeping your story going, keeping it alive, you guys can just keep going. Your characters can die in the middle of the game, and you've essentially got to create a new character and start over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just an RPG in a nutshell.
Yeah.
There's so many different types, but again, the most iconic would be Dungeons & Dragons, or this new Pathfinder thing that's been out for a little bit.
And there's even RPGs now that you only have to play in one day or an evening or just a couple of evenings.
To make it more accessible to people, because you don't have to play for a year. You just do a one-shot. The campaign takes roughly 6 hours.
Yeah.
Get your feet wet.
Guys, I like the sound of that and all, but really I'm looking for something that can get me more physically involved. Do we have anything like that?
Yeah, go to the gym.
Haha. Yeah, we have those. Those are called sports.
Ah.
Josh,
Yeah.
what is this?
What's Crokinole?
Crokinole is a Canadian game. The first board was made by a guy whose name is really hard to pronounce in 1876 in Ontario, Canada. It became quickly popular amongst Amish and Mennonite communities, possibly because it was considered a less sinful pastime than dancing or card playing. Ever since then, it's become a popular board game as it's jumped to the top 100 list on Board Game Geek. And that's all you need to know. But here's more.
Yeah, Adam said he wanted a game that was more physical. This is a dexterity game in which you have to use a physical attribute in order to play the game. In this case, it's aiming and being able to flick these discs into the center.
Okay. There are no dice.
No, it's purely, so yeah, you didn't make it to the center, it goes out.
You didn't make it.
Jeez, you guys are horrible at this. Come on. Hey, there you
I
go.
made it to the center.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
You made it to the center, that's 20 points. First person to 100 points wins.
Oh.
And now that he's in the middle, now you have to try and hit his token. If you don't hit it, yours is out too.
Oh, it's curling.
Yeah, it's curling.
It's round curling. Well, this is a dumb game.
Okay, so you're probably not going to find this in your typical board game store.
I have never seen this in any board game store.
But there's other dexterity games out there too. One of them is really famous. It's Flick 'em Up. And then you've got a kid's game right there, right?
Yeah, because I am a kid.
And you've got Super Rhino.
Yeah.
So this one's all about stacking. And just like Crokinole, this one's also about flicking. It's flick 'em up, except you're trying to flick bullets into cowboys.
I like cowboys.
It's
Yeah.
like a G-rated version of Tombstone.
It's like a
Yeah.
G-rated version of Westworld.
Yeah,
Never seen it.
it's really good. Yeah,
Is it like it's like Disney World, but like the Wild West?
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh wow, there we go.
But then there is sometimes the bane of people's existence. There's card games.
Batman.
I lost a lot of money.
we shall play
Oh yeah.
my game.
So in the land of card games,
In the land of Ooh.
we've got CCGs and TCGs.
I know what those are.
Oh no, wait, LCGs too.
I don't know what that is.
I know.
All right, so we all know what TCGs are, Christopher.
Trading card game. Your Magic the Gathering. I mean, are we really gonna? Pokemans. I was
Yeah.
obsessed. That's where all of my money went when I was really little. It was like Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon.
Oh man,
Digimon. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Sailor Moon.
I
Pokemon,
understand.
Pokemon.
Wait, Sailor Moon?
Anyway.
I don't want to know about that period of his life.
I'm going through that same phase with Final Fantasy trading card game right now.
Okay.
But so the trading card games, you buy booster packs, right? And you don't
Yep,
know what's
sure.
inside them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it's almost like playing the lottery. You're hoping to get that really ultra rare card to buff out your deck and be so much more powerful than the others.
Yeah, what you're guaranteed a rare, and you get some energy. Is usually the set. You always get like a rare card, a couple of commons, some uncommons,
Oh, yeah.
and then energy or land if it's Magic. or
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely. But then you've got LCGs. Adam, you know LCGs?
I do. So, Topher, imagine all the fun of a TCG with none of the worrying about, I need to get that Charizard so that I'm tournament capable.
I have 4 Charizards.
Well, with,
Well, whatever,
a-
that Lickitung or whatever.
with an LCG like Android Netrunner,
Filthy casual.
everybody has the same potential to get the same exact cards because every set of cards that you buy for an LCG like Netrunner, you know exactly what cards you're going to be getting.
Right, so they're not blind booster packs.
Yeah.
You see this expansion and you say, I know what cards are in that expansion.
Exactly.
Nice. But there's still tournaments, and Netrunner is a very big example.
Oh, Netrunner is huge in the tournament scape.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting one because unlike some games, it's asymmetrical, where each player is playing for different goals.
Right, and so in a tournament, each player plays both positions, and then they decide the winner based on those 2 games.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is definitely interesting, and there's still this element of deck building beforehand to try and get that awesome combo.
Yeah, the perfect deck.
Yeah, the perfect deck.
So I guess it's like the difference between NASCAR and Wacky Racers. NASCAR, all the vehicles are the same, and it's just based on the skill of how you put everything together versus Wacky Racers, whoever that's
is
also
lucky
a
enough
cartoon.
to have
Yeah.
their-
My analogy is really going down the tube here.
Okay.
Okay, you got what I meant.
Yeah.
So-
if you don't know what I mean, leave a comment.
They
What's
probably don't even know what Wacky Races was.
God,
Oh, man.
they're missing out.
so what's the one thing that can drain your money even more than a deck building game or a trading card game?
That's like the worst. I don't know of any.
Drugs?
That is. He already said trading card game.
Tabletop miniatures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like 40 pounds of pewter on your table.
I've only
making-
recently gotten off of that
That binge.
line of heroin.
Oh man. It's time to talk about that last tabletop variant, the tabletop miniatures.
Why are they different heights?
Well, it's
They're
so you can
different.
fly them next to each other. They are a little different. This is the original, and this is the one from the new movie,
From Rogue One?
No, from The Force Awakens.
Episode 7. Yeah.
Oh, but that's not the new movie. Rogue One is the new movie.
All right, we're
I mean, depending on when you're watching this,
splitting hairs now.
episode 8, episode 9.
If you're watching this in the
Han Solo
past,
movie.
If you're watching this and episode 8 or 9 is out, then we're both wrong. But
Yeah.
to be fair, Rogue One right now is actually the correct thing.
Anyway, what's the difference between the two ships, Josh?
well,
this one is from Rogue One. This one is from the original. Sorry,
The difference
this
is-
Force Awakens.
well, in gaming, the difference is these are 2 different expansions that you're going to spend a lot of money on. Now, this is one of the lighter tabletop miniatures because they come pre-painted. But as you can see in some of these clips, oh man, tabletop miniatures can get pretty huge. In fact, they can take up entire aisles in game stores.
X-Wing is played on a flat surface with maybe some cardboard cutouts for asteroids, and if you're really into it, you can get the 3D asteroids.
Yeah.
A lot of the miniature games like Warhammer, they'll actually use
Terrain
tiles.
And that's a simple piece of terrain. Let's see what else we got down here.
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. We got
Oh, Josh.
a house. We got a house on a hill. Oh wait, that's a different game.
That doesn't look like a Warhammer 40K.
Oh wait, look at this. Here's some Warhammer 40K.
Oh, there we go.
Invade the sweet
Look at that.
cottage. Oh, okay. That's definitely 40K.
Oh man, this is some awesome terrain here, and you're gonna have to paint this stuff yourself and
You also
build
have
this
to cut it
terrain.
yourself. This stuff,
is-
like
this
those
is-
rocks aren't naturally formed.
Yeah.
What the hell am I saying?
Those
Obviously, you have to
styrofoam
cut
balls
that.
are not naturally rock.
They don't really cut.
We've lost Christopher. He'll be back in a moment.
This just looks really expensive and time-consuming.
Oh,
It is.
It is. This is a true hobbyist.
But it's also difficult.
It is.
Yeah,
Is he metal?
and expensive.
No, he's
Oh,
plastic.
he's plastic.
Yeah.
The pieces are metal. Well, it's fantastic. I can see how this would absolutely drain your bank account.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, these things are played with like 12-foot tables. You got to use tape measures. But don't you also have character sheets for your things?
Maybe.
You can,
I
yeah.
don't
If you've
know.
got special characters on the map, you can have a character sheet for them with different stats. Your squads can have a squad leader with different weapons, and you've got to look up the different weapon because they roll different dice, and oh man, it can get pretty intense, and it can go on for hours.
days.
Oh yeah. But these are the different tabletop variants of games, well, other than board games.
Yeah, but I played some games that aren't like any of these. Are they those are like subcategories of the games?
Yeah, actually, that's going to be in our next video. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about the different mechanisms that make up games, and they can absolutely make a board game seem like not a board game, or a card game seem like a board game, or a
A tabletop game seemed like a
I was just
Yeah.
tabletop.
I've played some card
game.
games that are supposed to be like Avalon, Werewolf. Are those
Yeah.
card games?
I don't
Smash
know.
Up,
Are
is
they
that a
board
card-
games? Are they RPGs? What are they? But we're going to talk about those different mechanics and how they work into these games in our next episode.
Those are both miniature games.
Avalon and Werewolf are miniature games?
And that you are the miniature. Thanks for watching. Be sure and check out the next video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.